Hello from the Hamburg Library. We are doing a series of videos to show you how to access the ebooks and audiobooks. The first thing we talked about was you need to have a library card. So it's either the physical library card that you have that you come into library buildings with, or we showed you in the first video how to access an e-library card, ebooks and music downloads. And the other video that we did was on how to download Libby, which is the app that makes OverDrive a lot easier. So if you're able to have Libby on your device, it's going to look similar to OverDrive. So this is the OverDrive access point on a computer. When you log in on your device, it does give you an option to look at your shelf. And so that will show you what loans you have. And it'll show you if you have any titles checked out. It'll show you what holds you have. Those are things that you've requested and whether they've come in or not. And it shows you also what your wait time is. This audiobook that I requested, it's going to be in about 2 weeks. And then it gives you the option of getting an email notification, suspending the hold. That means I don't want it right away. So please, hang on to that request for a while, or removing that hold. There are these options up here as well. You can listen to a sample, you can view the details of the book, add it to your history, or it might show also other things that you might like that are similar to this title. Wish list is something that maybe books that you want to read, but you don't have time to read right now, and you might have rated some titles in the past. The history are the books that you've read in the past, and your settings are the different settings that you've chosen for your app. So the way that you search titles is to look in the search button, or you can search by subject, and it will give you all kinds of subjects in the fiction area and the nonfiction area. So you can narrow it down by subject. So let's go up to fiction and say I like mysteries. And I want to narrow it down by the date. And I want something that's fairly new, so something that's been added in the last 30 days. And I want something that's available. I'm going to click available now. And oh, there's not much available. Let's look at how we would order this book or how we would borrow it. So these are all ebooks, and you can tell by it says ebook, and it also has a little icon of a book. The audiobooks, I'll show you what those look like in a minute. To borrow this book, I would just click borrow, and it gives you the option of borrowing it for 7 days or 14 days. And when that time runs out, you don't have to worry about returning it. It just automatically returns. So I'll just click borrow, and then it gives you the option of reading now with Kindle. I don't have a Kindle, so I won't do that. Read now in your browser, because I'm doing this on a computer. It's giving me the option to read it in my browser or download it as an EPUB ebook. And if it was on my device, I would just read it on my device. So those are the options you have when you're on a computer. And if it was on my device, again, it would just open up. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go back and show you what it looks like, actually. You can just click on the book and find out more about it. So there's the description there. And you can add it to your wish list. We talked about that. That's if I don't have time to read it now, we can read a sample, we can rate it. So let's open it up. So I'm going to read it now in my browser. We're going to just click on it to turn the page. You can go to different chapters just by clicking on them, and you just click on the page just to turn it. You can also, if you click down toward the bottom of the page, this menu at the bottom will turn up, and you can move to a different page that way by grabbing the scroll at the bottom. Up here is the way that's reading. So I went from 2 pages to 1 page. So I went from the way a book looks normally to just reading 1 page on one page at a time. And then you can search also. You can search for a word. You can bookmark if you're done reading for the day and you want to save where you are. You can bookmark it. And this is also another menu. So your reading settings are here. Let's see if we can change that text scale. So that's going to make it bigger. So that's what makes it bigger there. The lighting, you can go from dark to sepia to bright. That might be something that you would use on your device depending on whether you're outside or inside. And you can change your font as well. A lot of people like the Open Dyslexic, whatever you prefer. So let's get out of this, but that's kind of the lay of the land of an ebook. Let's go back to collections. So in collections, you can look for ebooks, you can look for audiobooks. Let's do that, because audiobooks is what I do because I spend a lot of time in my car. And so I'll download it to my phone and then I will play it in my car. So if you have any questions, please feel free to call us, call the Central Library. We are here to help you. And if you have any other questions, you can look at our other videos that we have on accessing e-readers and ebooks and audiobooks. And we have a lot of information in those videos as well. So I hope you have a great day and hope you enjoy your ebook reading and your audiobook listening.